Welcome back to Christmas special. Welcome back, gentlemen. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for the Christmas special. Today, the names are missing because right now these individuals, we're going to be questioning them for this Christmas special. We're going to be asking them questions. You know, we're going to ask them the questions that we're going to ask them the questions. Those type of questions that really need to be asked right now. Okay, so right off the bat, we have Maester Lewin. Maester Lewin, welcome again to the Christmas special. We have Maester Lewin. This is your. This is the going within the detective card, seeking for answers. Seeking for answers. So on today's programming, what we're going to do is we're going to ask these questions and bring them forward, bring these questions forward. So bear in mind this is bear in mind these individuals, they're here, but we have them today. We thought, okay, we're going to do something different, just something special, especially for them, this Christmas special. So starting off with Maester Lewin. So bear with me, guys, as we prepare for the show. So we'll be back briefly. Mwah. Thank you for joining us. They thought that would let them off the hook. They thought that they would get away. But, this is a professional's job. So if they think that they could get away, they have another think. They have another thought. They have another thought to bear in mind. Bear in mind, guys, today's first card of the day is Maester Lewin. So which means that something is already being highlighted. Something's already been highlighted because what seems to be something that is in the dark. You see the old master. He has this lamp. He has this lamp that that guides him. That guides him to the right places at the right time, at a specific time. So these individuals are on the spotlight. They're on the spotlight, and it is also symbolic of them being, this is this is their investigation. So that's the first card of that's the first card. But what we're going to do, guys, is I'm going to place the card back inside the pack, and we're going to shuffle again. We're going to shuffle again just to get a new energy. Just to get a new energy, starting again from fresh. So Merry Christmas to you all. Thank you for joining me in Brooklyn today on this Christmas special. Also, the Maester Lewin, just to add to that, that is also the card of the intellect. Looking beyond the, looking beyond, looking beyond. That's the card of finding this knowledge. Like something that is hidden. Okay, guys. Um, we're starting off today with the Game of Thrones. Actually, what we might do, ladies and gentlemen, is we might even just start with just to get some letters, here. Also, just to kind of disperse the energy and start with something new. So we can just, we can, we can make sure that we've started fresh. So these individuals want to ask the cards, what could you let us know about the current energy that surrounds this ordeal? Gonna get the first three cards that come out. Okay. GPD, 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 GPD. Please clarify GPD, GPD, GPD. Okay. First initial could be a G. First and second initial could be a G. Or you also have the letter P. Of course, Ashleigh Burwood. Just to add, we're gonna bring them up for questioning. We were going to start with the cards face down, but by now, because by now we've kind of got used to. We know we know who the suspects are. So we were going to create more space on the actual workboard. We're going to create more space, but just to kind of just let them know that we're not letting them off the hook. That their names are here to be seen. They're here to answer questions. So we have Ashleigh Burwood, who are based. Okay, well, they're based in the Peckham area, so that could be what these initials could be. We're gonna get. Should we get one more letter? Let's get one more. Let's get one more letter. GPD. Somebody could have been to the GP. Somebody could be. Somebody could need to. Somebody could. There could be a need for somebody to visit a GP. The GP. The. That is. Somebody. That's that is the medical field, the medical servicemen. The servicemen and women. They're also. That is also based on the 12th house. The 12th house is also the hospital's confinement, medical records, and so on. Okay, somebody could need to go to the GP, but I believe that spirit would be more, spirit would be more specific. So I believe. Let's get one more card from the center. We have GPD. Okay, so the letter, the letter F. Fragrance. We had fragrance. We had family. So this could be a group. So group, group, group. This is regarding this group. this narcissist, this group, this organization, this organization. Let's get a card from the Game of Thrones to see Spirit. Please lead us to what you want to tell us about this particular group. Please lead us to what you want to tell us about this group, because now we have the group. This means group. This means a group. Another word for this actual Colvin, the cult, the warrior. Okay, we have the warrior, also known as the maiden or the strength card. The strength card. Okay, so this could be also symbolic of the strength card talks about going being courageous, being courageous, through adversity. What we're going to do is we're going to clarify the strength card. We're going to clarify the strength card, or in this case, the warrior. That's the inner warrior. Being courageous, being using the being also over the animal, over the lower instincts, using rising above, being courageous in the face of adversity, especially, that's what that card brings to mind. We're going to clarify from spirit with we're going to clarify using the rider way, just to get an idea of what's going on. Today's been you know you know you know the day's been kind of. We're going to clarify. Okay, okay, okay. So from spirit is letting you know. Spirit is letting you know that there's warfare. Warrior. A warrior. War requires warriors, right? War requires warriors, and spirit is letting you know that the other side of this warfare is a new beginning. The other side of this warfare is a new beginning. The other side of this warfare is a new beginning. The other side of the wall is a new beginning. The other side of the wall is a new beginning. The other side of the wall is a new beginning. Okay, what else could you let us know, Spirit, about the current climate today? What else could you let us know about the current climate of the day? Okay, we're gonna Theon Greyjoy. Theon Greyjoy. This is also this is also the this is also telling us, this is lets you know that this group are going to the wall. You know, this group are going to the wall. That's the place. That's they're going to the wall. That's the judgment. That's the judgment. The wall is judgment. So spirit are letting you know that the other side of this warfare, the perpetrators are going to be they're going to be judged. They're going to be judged. They're going to be judged because you have this new beginning. While they're being judged, you're going to be given this new beginning. In so many words, in so many words, these individuals are going to be they're going to be removed. You know, they're going to be removed because they were getting in the way. They were getting in the way, so they're going to be apprehended because this is also the the hanged man. It's the hanged man card. So there's going to be there's going to be an arrest. There's going to be an arrest. This group are going to be they're going to be apprehended and they're going to be removed. They're going to be removed, and you have this new beginning. So Spirit is letting you know that perseverance, being this warrior, being this maiden warrior, being graceful in the face of adversity. Because one thing that what has been showing up lately has been this winds of winter. This winds of winter is that um, things are not things aren't what they seem. What you see, happening is a result of something that was. Is a result of something that was, and is also, um, you know, um, we're speaking, we're speaking here of that. There's been this change. This change is that the change. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put it this way. Basically, the light travels, but you see the light, and light travels, but you see the light. You see some. You hit. You might. You see the light. Things travel. Light travels. So energy travel. Energy travels. Say energy travels. So light travels. So in other words, things are already manifesting. Things have already happened. The lightning, for instance. The lightning strikes. You see it, and then you hear it. You understand the meaning. You understand the meaning. So in other words, um, you know, the atmosphere, the atmosphere is is not in real. The atmosphere may seem a certain way. So what this is telling you is that what you're receiving now, what you're receiving now is something that was. It's no longer. It isn't right now. It isn't right now. What you're receiving now is something that was. So in other words, guys, in other words, they're saying that as you're going through this change, you're purging, you're purging. As you're going through this change, you might feel that you're in a storm, but you're not really. You might feel like you're in a storm, and but the storm is already ended. The storm is finished. In real time, the storm is already finished. So what Spirit tells you is that you persevere and you remain graceful. You remain graceful, and by doing so, you don't get carried. The storm doesn't carry you away. Doesn't carry you away by thinking that you're actually in the storm, because it's an illusion. It isn't real. It isn't real. Collective Spirit is letting you know that what you're receiving, what you're seeing, is just a distortion. Something has been distorted. So something has been distorted. There's been a distort of information, a distort of information. You're already. This is already you. You're in this new beginning already, and other people, the atmosphere will be manipulated where you feel that you're still in the midst of the storm. But Spirit is letting you know that Spirit taking care of business. They've taken care of business. This group has been taken care of in so many words. They've been taken care of. You know, the cards were the other way around. They were just a white card. That was a white card faced the other way, and the police crest in the center. Next time, it will just be the work board. It will just be the work board, and it will be here, and we'll be here with just the police crest and no cars, no names. Because Spirit is letting you know that hey, we're gonna remove them, and we're gonna and you have this new beginning. They've already been removed. They have been removed. This group has been removed. Group, group removed. Group has been removed. We're gonna get one from the Rider Way. We're gonna get one more card from the Rider Way because we're gonna get one more card from the Rider Way. So we're gonna leave this here. So we're gonna so now so we're gonna get one more card from the Rider Way. Spirit. Okay, this group has been removed. This group has been removed. They they're going to be removed by this. This. This is Spirit. Spirit is letting you know that they've got you. They've got you. Like they've Spirit are going to hand you this new beginning, and they can no longer be a part of it. These individuals can no longer be a part of it, so they're going to be removed. We're going to wait on Spirit to give us, you know, the the significance of the letter F. You know, because yesterday we had family, but we're going to wait for Spirit to kind of give us the significance of that letter. But this, the Fear and Greyjoy, that's the apprehended card. That's the Hanged Man. They've been apprehended. That means they've been apprehended, and you have this new beginning. Show us what we need to see. Okay, so the wheel of fortune. So the karmic wheel is turned. Like what has been. The karmic wheel is turned. So spirit are this is the end of the cycle. So spirit, they're literally going to they're going to be they're going to be removed because this is the karmic wheel has turned now in your favor. These individuals, they've been seen. There's something that was you know spirit talks about being meticulous. Spirit talks about being precise. Spirit talks about being pinpoint. So these individuals are going to be receiving, this karma is going to be very specific, very, very, very precise. In other words, karma, the the wheel, the karmic wheel, it it turns and it misses and it doesn't miss anything. It doesn't miss anything. So Spirit sent a message saying it's a meticulous situation. It's very meticulous because so many are involved. These four are here because these are like what you'd call the the names, the names that people will be aware of, the organization, and but these four represent their that kind of they represent their organization for they represent the organization. They represent the organization. So because it's an entire community at play. There is an entire community involved. There's an entire community involved. Earlier we were speaking about we were speaking about how spirit, like how spirit can be, how spirit is very very precise. Okay, spirit. What else do we need to see? Because we've been under warfare this week. But the point I was trying to make is that the warfare is but a residue. It's only a residue. It, it, it isn't actually real. It isn't actually happening. You know, um, the decision has already been made in the heavens, in the higher realms. The decision has already been made. However, when you're down here, they call it gaslighting. So when gaslighting is is it's a form of for you to question the reality, to question what is actually happening, because you understand that there's a difference, there's a time frame difference. So what has already happened is that you're in this new beginning already. The karmic wheel is already turned. So spirit, please, we're gonna get some more cards, more cards, more cards. Spirit is letting you know that you have your Knight of Cups. This is you have a new relationship. You have a relationship, and this relationship is a you're being gifted. You're being gifted by spirit for your perseverance, for persevering, and also remaining faithful, faithful. By remaining faithful, you're being gifted with a new beginning. By remaining faithful, because you've been this warrior, by remaining faithful, you're being gifted this new beginning, this new relationship. A new relationship, a new relationship, a new foundation, a new relationship, and a new foundation. And that is due down to your perseverance. So you've persevered. You've been this warrior that has persevered against really all odds. You've persevered against all odds, because you know you had to remain faithful and keep going. You have to keep going. As Spirit said, keep going. You have to keep going. You're the extra mile, and now you're here, and you're going to be gifted with a new relationship, which is a new beginning, new relationship. You're going to be gifted a new, you're going to be gifted a new beginning from Spirit. Spirit of seeing the sacrifices that you've made. Spirit of seeing the sacrifices you've made. The strength you had to, to endure. The strength you had, the strength the strength that you have shown to endure. It hasn't gone unnoticed. It hasn't gone unnoticed by Spirit, because so Spirit, they say, persevere. You know, you're going to receive this chalice. This ace. This new beginning in romance, and this is somebody who's noble, royal, nobility, noble, royalty. Somebody just somebody just for you, somebody just for you. Like this, the somebody from heaven. You're receiving, you're being gifted with gifts from heaven, because look, That's the hand. That's the hand of spirit, and also a hand in marriage, a hand in a new relationship, a hand in the marriage, a hand in a new relationship, all because you have persevered through the storm, or because you have persevered through the storm against the odds. Get one from the Game of Thrones. We're going to get one from the Game of Thrones. We're going to get one. Should we get one from the Game of Thrones? Okay, let's get one from the Game of Thrones. Let's get one from the Game of Thrones. Speaking about nobility, why not? Why not? Why not? Because what we were saying is about, the point we made about this winds of winter. Winter also speaks about, you know, talk about this. Okay, okay. Well, we have Arenal, Arenal, Arenal. Okay, we're going to. Okay, we're going. Okay, we have Arenal. That's a that's a tower. That's a tower. That's a tower. But also we okay guys, that is unbelievable. We have Harrenhal and we have the chariot. So so as the tower is brought down, the tower is going to be what is going to bring this movement forward. The tower is the tower is actually going to be the catalyst for this movement. So a tower is going to be happening. So earlier we were listening to one of the prophetess, anointed one, um, anointed Ashleigh, and she said that you know expect a miracle, like expect a miracle in expect a miracle in 3 days. Expect a miracle in 3 days. So that also speaks about a tower is an intervention. A tower is intervention. So spirit spirit, this would be also this intervention, this this divine intervention. Not towers is a change from spirit, is a divine intervention from spirit, which would signify this forward change, this forward change. So something is going to happen which is going to be so drastic, that this change is going to arrive. This is determined change. So then we have the strength. Then we have strength. Persevering. Not giving up. Not giving up. Not giving up on. Not giving up on on what you have inside you. You're not giving up. Not giving up. So this tower is going to be the something. It's going to be the driving force. This tower is going to be the driving force for this chariot. This tower is going to be a driving force for this chariot. Divine intervention. Divine intervention. Absolutely wonderful. What we might do, what we might, okay, we're going to, okay, guys, you have Iron Hall. Somebody's going to the wall. Somebody's going to the wall. We spoke about, you know, you have Harrenhal. That's a tower. Harrenhal is a tower. Then you have the wall, which is this judgment, which is this judgment call from heaven, which is a judgment call from heaven. Then Like you don't, something is going to be brought to light. Something is going to be brought to light. You have, the dawn. You have dawn. Something's going to be brought to light that is going to bring this judgment. Something's going to be brought to light that's going to bring this judgment. Then you have the forward movement. This is going to propel you forward. This is going to propel you forward. This is going to propel you forward. So we're going to add this one, the wall. Then we had we had the Harron Hall. We had Harron Hall. We had Harron Hall. We had Harron Hall. Then we had Aya. We had Harron Hall. Then we had Aya. Okay. We had Harron Hall. We had Harron Hall. Then we had Aya. Then we had the wall. Okay. All the cards are out here now. Okay, guys, I'm gonna just try to explain this to you. Okay, the divine is going to step in. The divine is going to step in. The divine is going to step in, and this wheel is going to turn. This wheel is going to turn. The divine is going to step in, for the to turn this wheel. So there's going to be a tower. There's going to be a tower. There's going to be a tower that is going to, that's going to make this wheel turn, and something's going to be brought to light. Something's going to be brought to light. The secrets, the things are going to be revealed. Something's going to be revealed. You're going to receive a revelation. This may be this. You're going to receive a revelation. There's going to be a revelation made. Something is being brought down from the heavens. Something's been brought down from the heavens that is going to be this catalyst for this forward movement, because the divine is stepping in, and then after that you're going to be moving forward, and you're going to be ushered. You're going to be ushered a new beginning. So Spirit God is letting you know, continue to persevere. Continue to persevere, because you have a new beginning ahead of you. Continue to persevere, because you have a new beginning ahead of you. Okay, there's so many cards here. There's so many cards here. What we're going to do is now we're going to do, what we're going to do is now we have, this group is going to, there's going to be an ending. There's going to be an ultimate abrupt ending. I think there's another card here. G E G E. There's going to be an abrupt ending. So this is also an ending. This is also an ending. This group, this group, this group, this group is going to receive an this group is going to receive an ending, because they're going to be removed in order for this forward movement. They're going to be removed, but you may not see, you may not. It's already happened, because it's going to be unseen. It's going to be it's going to be from like left field. It's going to be from like left field. This ending is going to be coming from left field. Like it's going to be an abrupt ending. I.e., why we have i.e., why we also have the tower there. But it's going to be from left field, because it's going to be dawn. It's going to be under the note. It's going to be under it's going to be under the planet of the moon, and obviously these individuals have been known to use this moon magic. You know, earlier today somebody was talking about death spells, death spells, death spells, death spells, and of course, death spells is also the letter D. It's also the letter D. So there's going to be an abrupt ending. So, you know, this is that death spells, you know, death spells being sent back, death spells causing powers, death spells being returned to sender, you know, death spells. You know, people speak about death spells, death spells. Shout out to Hakeem, who, you know, O Block, which is also OB64. That also speaks about, you know, this abrupt change, and which is also shout out to Hakeem, and those on the other side that are always willing to, um, those on the other side that they've really been, they've been keeping an eye on this, because so far what we understand is that the entire universe is watching this ordeal. You know, those in spirit are with us always, and those in spirit are actually watching this entire ordeal. So there is a lot behind the scenes that is going on. So spirit, that's what spirit said. Spirit says to you, collective, Spirit tells us that continue to be strong, because we're in spirit, and we're working overtime for you. We're doing this for the collective, and we're going to be very meticulous about it. So that's what that means. That's what that means. That's what that means. We're going to be meticulous. So we're going to keep the judgment card out for now, and then we're going to create space. We'll keep the judgment out and create space, because now we have the wall, which is judgment. So these individuals are headed. They're heading to judgment. They're going to be. You know, they're being judged. They're being judged because also 12 is, it's also the hand, it's the hanged man. It's that these individuals are, they've been apprehended. They've been apprehended by spirit, facing apprehension, and you have this new beginning, moving forward, new relationship that is headed towards you. That this judgment has been called. This judgment has already been called in heaven, and you have a new relationship now. You have a new relationship. So let's get one more card from the rider weight. Let's get one more card from the rider weight. We're speaking to spirit right now. We're speaking to spirit. Spirit, please show us what we need to see right now. Please show us what else we need to see right now. Please show us what we need to see right now. Okay, so now you have this new beginning. You have this new beginning. You have two aces on the table. You have two aces on the table. So, message from spirit is persevere. As you persevere through this war, through this war, through this warfare, you have a new relationship, new beginning, and you're going to have new inspiration. You're going to start a new life. Essentially, you're starting a new life. The Ace of Pentacles is a new life, completely new, all new everything. You're gonna have all new everything, new home, new income, new new projects that you're working on. Like you're gonna have all new everything in, and this is a gift from spirit. Like this is a gift from spirit, because spirit is giving you all five elements. Spirit is giving you all five elements. You're being given all five elements. New emotions, right? New vitality, a new mind, the new spirit. You have all new everything collective. Persevere. You're enduring. It's for your endurance. They say that you know the you know it's not given to those that are the swiftest. Victory is not given to the swiftest or the quickest, but it's given to those that are going to endure. Endure this test that that you've been given. You've been you may have thought that you've been you know the victory is there. The victory is there for you. Spirit is saying you have this victory because you've endured. And as you've endured, like it's been a long journey. It has been a long journey, but you've endured. It's been a long journey, but you've endured, and you're gonna be, you're going to be over. Spirit, you know, spirit. You're surrounded by spirit, guys. You're surrounded by spirit collective. You know, um, you know, um, you're surrounded by spirit. You have ace. You're being given a new. You have a new beginning. You're surrounded by spirit. This is a message from spirit letting you know that you're not alone. You're surrounded by spirit, and this is you have your endurance. You're going to be extremely. You know. So in other words, you have this new foundation that's been gifted to you. Okay, let's know what we else need to see spirit. So you have a new beginning, your new beginning, your new beginning is here for you. No, your new beginning is here. Okay, show us, please spirit, show us another card that we need to see. Well, new beginning, new beginning. What else do we need to know? We know that endure, in your endurance, you've endured. Your endurance has been key. Okay, okay, okay. We have the eight. The eight of cups. This is a goodbye. This is a farewell, farewell, farewell. This is a farewell. So as you bid farewell, you're walking towards this new beginning. You're going to leave behind this entire ordeal, and it's going to be like a, a breakthrough, It's going to be a breakthrough because this this is going to as you can see this he's endured, he's endured, he's endured, and you know he's endured, and this is the strength. This is where now spirit says you've required strength. You've had to have endurance throughout this journey. So as you endure, as you endure, you're going towards this. new beginning. You're going towards this new beginning, and this is the reason why to endure, guys. This is the reason why to endure. You know, this is the reason why to endure. Even at this stage, you know, you continue to persevere because you're going to have this new. You're going to have this new. You know, you're going to have this new beginning. You're going to have this new beginning. So this is just another reminder to. This is another reminder to keep going. This is another reminder to keep going. You know, Spirit wants you to know that also this ordeal is approaching. You know, this ordeal is ending. You know, this ordeal is ending. This ordeal is being approached. And the moon also symbolizes. You know, the phases. You know, today's the new moon. So any moment. You know, this is also a new moon or the full moon. But this lets you know that your past emotions, your hurts, or these things are things that you're going to leave behind. This whole deal is going to be left behind. You're going to leave this whole deal behind, guys. You're going to leave this ordeal behind. You're going to leave this or you're going to leave this or you're going to leave this ordeal behind. You're going to leave this ordeal behind. Okay, bear with me, guys. Bear with me, guys. Okay, we're now going to just place the cards. Okay, so your direction, you know, your direction is away from this ordeal is coming. This is a bidding farewell to this ordeal. This is closure. This is closure. This lets you know that you're going to receive closure because you have the hanged man, it's a rest. So you're going to have closure from spirit. You're going to have closure from spirit, and that is going to allow this new beginning. Because what spirit wants you to know is that you can't take them with you. You can't take them with you. So you're leaving you're leaving these individuals behind. You know, there's a scene in Star Wars when Luke, he's standing in front of the Dagobah cave, and Yoda, and he asks, Yoda tells him to go inside the cave, this man, he's walking up through the cave. He tells him to go through the cave, and he says, and he says, well, what's in there? What's in there? And he tells him only what you take with you. So Luke leaves behind everything to go into the cave because you can't take it with you. So all of this stuff, he can't take it with you. All of this, this ordeal, it has to be left behind. So that's the message that they are. This is the ordeal being left behind. Leaving the ordeal behind as you go in there. You know, you're gonna have all new everything. You can't take that with you. Let's get some playing cards here. We're gonna get some playing cards. Okay, or So we want to we'll, okay, we'll have a look at the playing cards after. We're gonna just get some cards here. Okay, so you can't take it with you. You can't take it with you. So spirit is assuring that you have this new beginning, new beginning. So we're gonna ask spirit just to also show us what do we need to know from these, from these cards. We're gonna just give them a shuffle, and then we're gonna split the, put the power into two. Let's see what messages from spirit that we have. Let's take one from here. Directed energy weapon. Okay, persevering through. You've persevered. You've persevered through these directed energy weapons. This is also radiation, or you've gone through this warfare. You've persevered and endured through this warfare. Okay, okay. You've persevered and endured through this warfare. Okay, that's directed energy weapon. So that is also what you've had to go. You've had to be strong and persevere through this warfare. And also, something else has just been brought up to mind is that directed energy weapons are also illusions. They're also illusions. You know, Oftentimes when we think about directed energy weapons, we think of radiation, or we think of just warfare. But spirit of just let us know that a directed energy weapon is also, and it's also a it's, it's a frequency. It's a it can be it can be it can be images. It can be sounds. These are directed energy weapons. You know, people have, people have spoken about the mind of Allah, or the direct mind of God, hearing God sometimes. That was a directed energy weapon that was formed by the CIA, or the military. The military, they made this it's a direct energy weapon, which is based on you hear a voice, you hear voices. So spirit is also letting you know that things are not what they seem, or things what you hear isn't may not be what you think it is. In other words, it's a manipulation. It's a frequency. So that's something that spirit will just let us know that when you hear these, what some people call it voice voice to skull. Voice to skull is a directed energy weapon. That voice to skull is a direct energy weapon. There's nobody there. There's nobody there. There's nobody home. There's nobody home in so many ways. Okay, secret government deals. Okay, this is going to be brought to light, guys. I'm glad this card came out, because this card has really been, it's really, 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 um, you know, this card, this is your corruption card. This is your government corruption card. This is your government corruption card. This is your corrupt politicians, or you know secret government deals. Secret government deals. The secret government. The secret government. This program is funded by the government in so many ways. It's being funded by the government. From from ground zero all the way up. It's being funded by the government. You know. Okay. Let's get one more card. Let's get one more card. So these individuals are, they're in partnership, with the secret, with the government, and this is also confirmation that from ground zero all the way up, there's a, a, a you know from ground zero all the way up. Um, government are behind it, but what it is, they have hired they've hired subgroups, like almost like they call it like some militia, like a proxy. They call it by proxy. They do it. They've hired the government. The government have hired these contract groups. They've hired contract groups who are really the government, but under a different name. They're really the government, but under a different name. So, because labour market, just for instance, but this could be any government or any jurisdiction somewhere in the world, internationally. This is the government. Yeah, for instance, here it will be Sabbath government, but rather than just being titled it with the actual, with the actual government name, they've just plucked a name and said we're going to call it Labour Market and Labour Market. But really, this is the government. This is the government proper. This is the government proper, but they don't want the word to get back. They don't want to have any attachment to this. This secret. It's a secret. It's a secret program. So and then Labour Market have hired Ashleigh Burwood. So that means these individuals are military trained by the government. They're overseen by they're overseen. They're funded by the government, guys. So this is funded. The government. This is government funded program. This is a government funded death program. This is a government funded death program. It's a government funded death program. Basically, it's a government funded death program because they're ending for the ordeal. The ending is they want you. They want to get rid of you. They want to get rid of you, right? They want to get rid of you because your name is on a watch list. You're on a secret watch list. So you're on a secret watch list. So this government, you're on a secret watch list because the government they've funded they're funding this they've funded this program. This is endorsed by the government through different organizations, through charities, you name it, charities, missionaries, you name it. They these are secret government deals, guys. These are secret government deals. These are secret government deals, which also involves companies. You know, your supermarkets, your 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 religious groups. We've covered this, but this is being brought back to light to say, you're being, this warfare that you're going through is actually being funded by the government. The warfare that you're going through is being endorsed by the government. It's being endorsed by the government. That's what your ordeal that you're going through is because the government says so. It's because the government have given the green light. They've given, the government have given the green light on this. That's the reason for what you're going through. Is that the government have given the green light on this, and this is, and and people would ask, well, you know, how and why. So the secret, what has been, what you could be finding out now. What you could be finding out now is that you've been on this government watch list. You've been on this government watch list, and this secret government deals is also it also explains why Spirit says things are going to be meticulous because the government is involved at the end of the day. The government is involved. So that means Spirit is saying, hold on, be strong because we're going to get them. We're going to get them all. We're going to get them all. The Spirit says, hold on, be strong. You've sacrificed, but hold on. Continue to hold on because we're going to get them all. Because they're going to be grouped together and hang. They're going to be grouped together and hang. And but Spirit says, hold on, continue to fight, continue to fight, continue to fight. Gracefully, with grace. Like with grace. Not, we don't go out there. With grace. More like you know, being courageous even in a difficult time. Being courageous even in being courageous. You've seen the film The Fighter. Being a fighter here. Christina Aguilera as well. She talks about being a fighter. So this means that you have something to fight for. You know, you have something to fight for. You have this new beginning, and you're going up against this machine. You're going up against this machine you're going up against this machine, and you're going to be you're going to receive this new life. You know you know you're going to receive this new life, this new inspiration. So guys, this is absolutely mind-blowing because this kind of explains the pain that you guys endure going through this program. The setbacks, and the hurt, the pain that you go through. It's, it really, you know you have to have a lot of a lot of you have to you just continue to endure, and you just the courage that you have to you have to sum up. You have to sum up some sort of courage, because you wonder like how, because the government is all the government is endorsing this, but Spirit is letting you know that Spirit is cleaning house. Spirit is letting you know that Spirit is cleaning house on your behalf. That you haven't you know you haven't been forgotten about, because Spirit is letting you know that, hey, there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and but we need you to continue to be strong, because you're going to soon you understand. Soon you understand, because there's these government secret deals that are happening. There's these government secret deals that have happened, and we'll have to be meticulous. No stone is being left unturned. The other day, or even yesterday, we heard this, the Rolling Stones, or the Kiss, the Rolling Stones. That also speaks about that Spirit is rolling things over, for the collective. Spirit is really turning things over for you, collective. Really, really, really turning everything over for you, because, but really and truly they are. And this this card is the most important card of the day. Because this tells us why things have been so. Why this may have seemed like it's such a a struggle, and you know it's been you've had to be endurance, because the government is involved. The government are behind everything. The government are behind your ordeal. The government are behind your, your ordeal, and you know elements of the, elements of the government, because these are secret government deals. These, this will be elements of the government. But the thing is, the thing is, from what we understand, is that these secret government deals, they're known as secret government deals because they're being kept on the hush. They're being kept, you know, working through subcon, working through these organisations, these subcontracts, who are really, they're really the so basically, these organisations are are also a part of the government. They're also a part of the government. They're being endorsed by the government. So you know they may have different names, but they are developed by the government. They're developed by the government. Basically, we're gonna get one more card from this deck. Spirit, what else could you tell us about these secret government deals? What else could you tell us about these secret government deals? You know, this is this is mind blowing. For spirit to say this, this is, it's almost like a unveiling of you know, it feels like it's an unveiling of you know of a gift from spirit. It feels like a gift from spirit. This feels like a gift from spirit, because then this, because these are the important, these are the gifts from spirit, but also this information is a gift from spirit. You're going to receive tangible gifts from spirit. New beginning, new relationship, but also, you know, finding, this information that is going to be brought to you is going to be an actual gift also from spirit, because then you're going to know what has actually been happening by the secret government deals. This is going to be news that is going to, there's going to be news that is going to tie this up into a bowl for you to understand. Spirit said, soon you understand. This is it. Soon you understand what part these players were really playing. What part these players were really playing. What part Leather Market played. You're gonna understand how these individuals, what part they played. They have these secret deals against you, but you're gonna understand. You're going to understand, and this will be, that will be, this farewell, this farewell. Spirit. We're gonna get one more card from Spirit, from this deck. Secret government deals. Secret government deals. This is corruption at its finest. Your neighbor hitman is hired by the government. You know, he's hired by the government. Neighbor hitman has been hired by the government, which hired. These individuals are hired by the government. They have made a secret government deal with the government. So your hitman neighbor is an assassin sent by the government. Hitman neighbor is an assassin sent by the government. The government are behind this ordeal. Spirit says, be strong. We had Maester Lewin. We had Maester Lewin, who's also, that, is also, Maester Lewin is, he uncovers information. So there's people working behind the scenes who are going to tie this all up together, who's going to articulate this ordeal. They're going to articulate this ordeal, and you understand. Spirit says soon you understand. You understand what has been going on. You're going to understand what has been going on, because this conspiracy, this conspiracy has involved the government. So this information is being brought to you. The hitman neighbor. We're going to leave this out just for here. Just for here. No, just because normally we'll start off with the cards there, and just put it there. We've had this. These individuals are hired directly from the secret government deal. So, which also means Simon Howard, Ashleigh Burwood, because they all know each other. They all know each other, but now we understand. Now we can tie all the strings together and say, okay, you guys are hired by the government. So you guys have a government agent who ties them all together. You have a government agent who ties them all together, a government handler, somebody who has sent you guys. They've been sent by the government. They've been sent by the government. This is it. This is the information that we've been looking for. These guys have been trained by the government. They've been sent by the government by proxy. By proxy. So they have a handler. They have a handler who feeds them the information, gives them the information, who, what, where, when, ties everything up. So this leads up to the corridors of City Hall. This leads up to the corridors of Parliament. This leads up to possibly, by proxy, the Prime Minister's office. Guys, these are secret government deals that were made by the government, by the government, and these guys were sent by the government. They were sent by the government. There's a militant, there's a militant group within the government that are organising this entire program. There's a militant group in the government that have hired the neighbours. This is why they have this. This is why they're endorsed. They're being endorsed by the government, guys. These individuals, Levermarket are hired. Levermarket, this is why because they all know each other. They all know each other. Through through our through this entire ordeal. The first thing that stood out was they all knew each other. They all knew each other. So they all knew each other. So like they all knew each other. Even our parents know these individuals that are behind this program. So this means there is even our parents know each other. Guys, even our parents or caregivers that were responsible for you, that sold you into this program, are degrees in separation away from the government. They are involved with the government, who are involved against this situation. using a hitman neighbor as an example because this would lead this because he would be like the most example because other than just being the neighbor, the other individuals that we've been able to form relationships with. But with that means he would have been given a profile. What I'm trying to say is that this individual would have been given a profile. The moment he moved in, he would have been given a profile. He'd have been what they call bear with me guys. Bear with me guys. This is mind blowing information. He would have been like you know, it, these individuals have, have been, the word escapes me right now, but it's basically said that he's been given his profile. Like, okay, this is him. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. He'd have been, I can't remember, he'd have been given his profile. So everybody else has been given the same profile. But I'm just used him because he was like, person that just arrived and they were there. Just send in. They send it in. Boom, they're there. Right? They're there. Um, you know, but he would have been screened sort of thing, like screened, like given a profile and given everything, information, information upon information, research and research. He he would have been given everything, everything, but everyone else is the same because they're all they're all married through the secret government deal. They're all attached through the secret government deal. Is what is the point we're trying to? Is the point I'm trying to make? Is that they've all been given this profile. They've all been given this profile, and the, the government is that they've been sent in by the actual government. They've been sent in by the government. We're gonna just keep this one here because I, okay. I don't know if I should put it back. Okay, I'll put up because it's already there. This was but this was just a significator that he was sent in by the government. He was part of the government that sent him that was sent in. So these individuals have been sent by the government. These individuals have been sent by the government. They've been sent by the government because they've been sent by the government. So we're going to so behind this entire program is the actual government. In so many words, they have government instructions. They have government instructions. They have government instructions, and there's a handler who is part of the government because we're in contact with Ashleigh Burwood by way of viewing them as their handler, but the contact we feel that it just stops with them. We feel that it stops with them, but now we understand that there's another arm that leads to the government. There is another. There is another. This is a government network, basically, right? It's a government network, and now we know there's a hidden hand that leads from from this group to the government. There's another hidden hand that leads all the way to the government. Okay, we're gonna get one more card. Let's see what else comes in. They're connected through the government. This is a government. This is a government funded program. It's a government funded program, and these individuals have been sent in by the government. Elements of the government. Okay, we need to just get one or two more cards. Secret government deals, confirmation right there, confirmation. Secret government deals, Ten of Pentacles. That's for your family. That's for your family. That's your legacy. And really, that's also the judgment call from heaven. Is that you have your Ten of Pentacles, and the government have been you know you know, is what this is really been about. It's really been about these secret government deals that have been made, you know, hidden through manipulation or even what you think is just emotions and jealousy and stuff like that. But this seems to be things that are far from the truth. Is that it has nothing to do with relationships and jealousy and all of this and all of that. It has nothing to do with that. It's that these people are being paid. These people are being paid to cause drama in your life. These people are being paid. These people are being funded to for doing all of this stuff. In the beginning, you thought it's just harassment of some form, but really, it's it's a meticulous program that is very selective, has been very selective in the individuals who are involved. It's been very selective with these individuals, it's been very selective, so it has nothing to do with, it has nothing to do with emotions at all. These are maturing candidates. These are maturing candidates sent in by the government. Let's get one more card from here. These individuals, the people have been sent in by the government with government instructions. Direct, with government instructions. Warfare, that is also the card of remaining calm, through the storm, remaining calm through the storm. You know, um, Strength. Remaining hard, remaining calm through the storm. Requiring just endurance. Okay, so these are individuals that have been sent in by the government. That's a topic within itself. That's a topic within itself. More of revelation. So the government are endorsing, this, sex magic. So, sex magic is also, people, you know, you know. So the government are endorsing these. The government is endorsing. This is all secret. It's a secret watch. This government, formation. I'm still trying to get that word out that we were thinking of earlier about, somebody's being screamed. They've been given a summary, or no, they've been given, this profile. Briefed. They've been briefed. That's the one. They've been briefed. They've been briefed about you. They've been briefed about you. So these individuals have been briefed by the government. They've been briefed by the government, and then this is how they just turn up and they're there. And then now you're going through this ordeal. You're going through this ordeal because they've been endorsed by the government, the secret government deal. So which is also involves the dark arts, which they've been trained with. Remain calm comes out again. So this is also ongoing. It's an ongoing warfare. Remaining calm during the ongoing warfare. Human trafficking. The government is involved with human trafficking. Secret government deals human trafficking. Secret government deals behind human trafficking. Because basically, this whole deal, this program, is actually human trafficking because you know, preventing a person from from going towards his going to moving preventing a person or false imprisonment is a form of human trafficking. So this is being endorsed by the government. It's been endorsed by the government. One more will go to prison. So these individuals that were part of this will go to prison. Spirit says there's a lot going on behind the scenes. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes, and Spirit has been very meticulous. That was a message from Spirit. Is that they've been very meticulous because this is also corridors of the government, corridors of parliament that are involved here. So, this is, you know, so Spirit says remain calm, we have to remain calm because this entire ordeal is, it's going to be a shake up. Things are going to be shaken up. Spirit's going to shake things up. Spirit's going to shake things up, and people are going to people are going people people are going to have to somebody's going to be somebody's going to people are going to have to explain what is happening. But Spirit says you're going to receive this information, because now we understand that this is part of a secret government deal. This is beyond just somebody being obsessed or somebody having some form of obsession over you, and and whatever you're doing. No, this person is being paid. This person is being paid. This person was sent by these individuals. This person is part of a secret government deal to, involve themselves somehow. This is what this reading is letting us know, is that this isn't just this isn't personal or anything like that. This is involves the government. The government have selected people to be a part of this program. They've selected these candidates. These candidates have been selected from a profile to be part of this program, and this is the information that we're getting to right here. So you know, this is also that Harrow Hall Tower. This is also that Harrow Hall Tower because then now it still asks questions like who what's there are these questions, but also that's a tower of information right there. That's a tower of information right there. That this is a secret government deal. Spirit wants you to know that that you know that these people are going to have to answer. People will answer for this. You know there's going to be a judgment call made on this. The judgment call is going to be made on this. You're going to receive information, and that would be, you know, a gift from that would be a gift from spirit. That would be a gift from spirit because right now these right now this is a government basically. This is a government this is a government endorsed program. It's a government endorsed program, funded. It's a government you know, endorsed program that has been, these individuals, people have been selected, okay, they've been, it's a government, the government have been behind it, so they have this, spirit letting you know also that they're going to give you this, you're going to receive this inspiration that, you know, you're going to receive this inspiration, that's going to inspire you also to, just to move, to leave, to move, the depth of this deal, the depth of these secret government deals basically is that because so far the depths seem, it's like the depths, you ask yourself, like, there's multi, with for with first we understood, or there were signs that this is a multi-layered program, it's a multifaceted program, but now if you're involved in these secret government deals, is that there's these are government groups. This is the intelligence services. It's the intelligence services here basically. It's the intelligence services. Let me get one more card. Let me get one more card. Success. You're going to receive information that is going to be success. Spirit is behind this because there's only so much that basically the information. The information is going to bring you success. This is it. Information, meticulous. Is information that's going to be bringing you success. Information is going to lead to success. Information is going to lead to success because this group are being funded by the government. This group is being endorsed by the government. This group is being protected by the government. That's it. They're being protected by the government. They're being protected by the government, and that explains the ordeal. That explains the ordeal. They're being protected. They're being protected by elements of the government. That explains the ordeal of what is going on. So they're being protected by the government. But Spirit says you're going to have success because this is also going to be. It's going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed. It's going to be exposed because this is a government. It's a government program, and it's going to be exposed because they're being protected by the government. They're being protected by the government, but Spirit's going to shake things up because this can't go on. This can't go on. This can't go on. So Spirit is going to shake things up. That's obviously the Harrowing Hall also because this can't go on. But Spirit says be strong because moves or things have been happening that is going to lead to this information because it's information at this stage. It's information at this stage. All we need is information. All we need is information. All we need is information to surface to light. So all we need now is the sun to come up. Is the sun to come up. All we need now is the sun to come up, and then that is going to tie everything up. But also, this pentacle is also, it's also symbolic of, this element, this spirit, this spirit, this element of spirit, you know, something's going to be, you know, and given. Okay, guys, we're going to we're going to conclude, we're going to conclude this reading. We're going to conclude this reading. We're going to conclude this reading today, and you know, just to finalize the talk, just to conclude, is that this this whole deal has been funded by the government. These individuals are something. They were hired by the government. They were hired by the government, and so far, but Spirit is going to shake things up, because we understand that they've been protected by the government also. So they've been protected by the government. They've had this air of they've had this air of we can do what we want about them. They've had this air we can do what we want about them, and truth is that they've been endorsed by the government, protected by the government, and that is being, this secret government deal has given them, as the secret government deal has given them this air about them, because this has been this air of we can do what we want, and this air of what we can do what we want. Spirit says, continue, continue, it's information. Information is going to be brought to the surface to you. Information is going to be brought to the surface to you, and it's going to be a judgment call from Spirit. A judgment call from Spirit. A judgment call is going to be made from Spirit that is going to close this. That's actually going to close this government program. So you've been selected to be in this government program, so you can close it. So you can close the actual program, because now they can't. They're going to have to expose this program, and they're going to have to expose this program. Okay, guys, we're going to conclude that reading today. Thank you for joining us. Has been your reading. This has been, for you to know. It's been your reading for you to know that behind the scenes, the government has been involved, and that's why things have been happening the way they've been happening. And these individuals were hired by the government, not they were hired by the government to they were hired by the government. They were hired by the government, but also that you have this new beginning. So that means that information is going to be brought to the surface in be, between the eight of cups and this information, something being brought to light something being brought to light that was, these secret government deals being brought to light is going to be something that is going to enable you to move forward into this new beginning. And we'll close this reading right there. God bless and God bless and love you all. As the reading concludes. Thank you for joining us, guys.